Hello everyone! Welcome to Lana Colorist channel. Today I want to tell you about different ways how you can correct white balance on your shots. Neutral white balance is absolutely necessary for professional color correction. If you start grading your videos without a proper white balance, you'll spend much time trying to realize what's wrong with the shots, why the skin looks so badly, and fixing other problems. And unfortunately, you'll have to redo your work. Colorists have to correct white balance quite often due to different reasons. But how can we be sure whether we are correct or not? First of all, I want to mention the fact that white balance can be corrective or creative. For a reasonable starting point and further color correction, you must adjust the corrective balance first. You can evaluate it looking at the scopes. I prefer either parade or waveform. There are tons of ways how you can correct white balance. I'll show you 7 of them, and you'll have to try them all to choose your ideal one. Let's start. The first way how you can change white balance is the dropper. You must click on it and release. Find the whitest place in the shot. The numbers can help you. The ideal white numbers are 255, 255 and 255. So you should check that the numbers are as close to the ideal ones as possible. Click on the pipette on the whitest place. Can you see the changes? Let's look at the scopes. It still needs to be corrected a little bit. Red, green and blue channels should become as equal as only possible, especially at the tops. To my taste, the result of the dropper is usually too warm. I prefer a cooler temperature, but it's about a creative white balance. So, with the help of the scopes, in addition to your own eyes, you can evaluate whether white balance is correct. The second way is to use auto balance. Actually, I don't like this tool very much because I've never managed to get any appropriate result using this tool. So, you just choose a shot, check that the qualifier is selected, and click on auto balance. As you see, there are some problems with the contrast. I'm not satisfied with the result, but it's much better on another shot from Blackmagic camera. I've already done it, so we just have to look before and after. The result is not perfect, but quite an appropriate one. So try to use auto balance yourself and maybe you'll be more lucky. The third way to set white balance is temp and tint. You can just pull it to the left or to the right, searching the temperature you need. The tint can also be helpful here. Look at the scopes. Orient red and blue channel. The green one is usually corrected just by the tint. It was the first method I've learned and I've been using it for more than a year, but now I want a more precise tool. And for me, it's the fourth method I'm going to tell you about, the offset wheel. Really my favorite one. You can drag the pointer to any direction you need or use wheels under the main wheel. I usually look for an appropriate picture and then manipulate the concrete wheel I need. For example, if I think that there is too much green in the picture, I drag only the green wheel to the left until I am satisfied with the result. The fifth way, which is available from the 17th version, is HDR global wheel. It looks very much like the offset wheel, but differs in manipulation. Let's go to HDR wheels, choose the global one, drag the pointer to the right, left, up and down until you get the result you want, or use the wheels under the global. The result is quite delicate. This tool is going to become the one I use and love. The sixth way to correct white balance is a mask. It will do when there is a white place in the shot. You have to create a circle mask, take away the softness, press Shift-H, and now look at the scopes. You can see what channel or channels need to be corrected, so they have to coincide. Actually, you'll be reaching your goals by any tools you know. The mask just helps you to isolate the whitest place and to concentrate on it without paying attention to any other different colors in the shot. I use my favorite offset wheel, so now it seems to be alright and the channels are quite equal. The only thing I have to do is to switch off the mask and enjoy the picture that is pretty balanced. The seventh and the last way for today was extremely difficult for me when I just started my work in Davinci. I simply pretended that I do not notice them as a tool. Yeah, I'm talking about curves. You must split the channels by clicking here and, as usual, have a look at the scopes. It's obvious that I need to increase the red channel and to decrease the blue one. You can go on making the changes in the mid-tones as well until you are satisfied with the result. Now I am absolutely sure that curves are amazing in many goals you have to reach in Davinci, and white balance is actually only one of them. As for me, I usually prefer a cooler correction because it looks fresher to my taste. One of the best ways I can evaluate whether the balance is still okay is to estimate the skin tones if there are people in the shot. While dragging the mouse, I always control how the skin looks. Here's better to use Vetroscope with the skin tone line being switched on. Sometimes it turns out that the skin is becoming too cold, but you are still not satisfied with the environment. There are some ways how we can preserve skin tones in a cool shot, but it's a good idea for my next video to tell you what we can do to save nice skin tones in a cool environment. Today I've told you about the tools I use to set a proper neutral white balance. Ask me questions in the comments below if you have any, and share what tool you prefer to set white balance to your shot. If you know any other useful ways of correcting white balance, please let us know in the comments as well. I'm waiting for you to subscribe to my channel and to like this video. See you soon!